Thank you for joining us on Sheridan County Ag Update. Today I have with me Sheridan Wild Rodeo Director, or one of the board of directors, Jan Guynn. Jan, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors for the podcast today, Heartland Kubota and True Built Builders. Thank you guys very much. So let's get wild.
Let's get wild.
It's time.
It's time. It's go time.
It is. So you're relatively new to the board, kind of just been a couple years. And are you getting adjusted and liking it?
I love it. I love working. The board is a great group of people, and they all work their tails off all year round. And the royalty program, we're kind of revamping it a little and trying to do a few things differently. And I'm really enjoying it. And I've had a lot of support within the board.
Great. Well, yes, you just had your royalty contest where
yes, ma'am.
The 2025 royalty was crowned here the other night. And, let's talk about the ladies. You've got this group. You've got 5 young ladies for this year, 2024 and 2025. So where will we see their appearances?
Well, the first thing I'd like to just mention is this is the first year in about 15 years that we've had 2 young ladies run for queen. And so I was super excited to have the numbers and the quality this year. And so we're proud of those girls. They worked hard. It was a close competition, and they all did really well. So the first thing we'll see them is at the boot kickoff on Tuesday.
Okay.
And then they'll all be in the parade. The outgoing royalty and the incoming royalty will all be in the parade along with Miss Rodeo Wyoming, Bailey Mackey.
Okay.
So we're super glad to have her up and joining us. And then we'll do the formal changing of the guard on Saturday night per usual.
Okay. Well, I wasn't able to actually go watch the horsemanship competition, but Friday night I was able to see some of the video from that, and it looks like the quality of young ladies the horsemanship has so improved over the years. And I think that's from your clinics that you guys have done and put on throughout the year to really help elevate these young ladies.
Yes, ma'am. We've tried to really work hard on the horsemanship portion. I think this rodeo scales the horsemanship a little heavier than some of the local state rodeos. And I value that with the prestige that the YO has and being on the Cowboy Channel. To me, that is an absolute necessity that we have girls that, represent the grit and grace in a true fashion and can ride. And the quality this year, I was super impressed with them.
Well, Sheridan actually has a history of having, I believe, 5 young ladies in the last few years that have gone on and been representatives for Miss Rodeo Wyoming, and they've gone to Vegas. And so what a tribute to the ladies here in our community for having those skills to be able to go on.
It is. And obviously Rayada is the most recent young lady, and she helped with doing the appearance portion of the clinic. And then my husband and my daughter helped with some of the horsemanship as well as some other folks. And but yeah, we'd like to concentrate a little bit more on the horsemanship side. We'd like to make it 6, 7, 8 to go to Miss Rodeo Wyoming.
Yeah, heck yes. Keep representing.
That's right.
Making plans for building a new barn, shop, or commercial building? Don't do any planning without a call to Sheridan's premier post-frame building and homes builder, True Built Builders, online at truebuiltbuilders.com.
Do you want me to tell you the girls who are?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. So leaving us, our queen is Mercy Maestri. This is the 2024 court. Vivian Maury is our senior princess. Cameron Carden, our princess. Tika Baker, our junior princess. And London Mefford, our little miss. Our incoming group, queen is Madeline Atwell. She actually runs Paradise.
I thought it was Paradise.
Thanks for helping me with that. Grace Van Dyke is our senior princess. Cadence Fulkerson, princess. Audrey Sisson, junior princess. And then Kyla Torrance, who may be one of the most darling little girls I've ever seen, is our new little miss. And she has so much poise. It's really something. I'm super proud of this group.
It's been fun over the years. Some of the ladies have used to carry flags for us. And so it's been fun to watch. Like Vivian, she started out when she was Kyla's size and got to be part of, she would help us on the ground. And then she started carrying flags, and to watch her come up. Grace Van Dyke the same way. It's been fun to see those young ladies progress.
Grace is a hand.
Yes.
Yes. All these girls are pretty handy on horseback. So
I was going to say, we have some girls that are cowgirls that remind me of Jordan Tierney.
Yes, ma'am.
They were cowgirls. They could go out and rope and do all those things and rope with the boys.
Yes. They're not shy.
No. So you'll have a coronation Saturday night before the rodeo performance starts.
Right. We're going to shoot to have that 6:15. Okay. Obviously, we run, or Zane tries to keep us on a tight leash there with the clock. So we'd like to have those girls through and have the farewell speeches for the outgoing 2024 court, and then the incoming girls for 2025. About 6:15, 6 o'clock on Saturday evening. So yeah, I hope everyone comes out a little bit early, avoids the crowd, gets in their seats, and watches it. It's a good changing of the guard.
It is, and what a great support to have some people in the stands to be there, not just families, but to have people in the stands cheering them on. It always makes them feel better.
Yes, and Miss Rodeo Wyoming will be with us this year.
Okay.
For the rodeo for 2 nights in the parade. So, and she's an amazing young woman. She's an amazing young woman. So we're proud to have her come up. We have a couple other visiting royalty. And so I think the program is really kind of expanding its horizons in its ability to really capture the role and the vibe of the Sheridan YO Rodeo, and I'm proud of that.
It has a huge history, huge history. So if somebody's watching and they want to maybe get their young daughter or even an older daughter involved in this, how can they get a hold of you, or what are their first steps to become involved?
Carrie Parr and Maddie Frazier are co-presidents.
Okay.
And then I'm the liaison to the board. We have a website that's embedded in the Sheridan YO Rodeo website. They can, get our email information and contact information off of that, and reach out. And we intend to start some clinics earlier in the year and have some things in the fall this year to kind of make this not so spring heavy in preparation and application, or to do their applications. But I'd love to have them reach out to me. I'm happy to give you my number. I don't know if that's appropriate, but they can simply look on the website and find us.
Just direct them, go to SheridanWyoRodeo.com, and you can find that information there, or call up here at the radio station. I can get you in contact.
Thank you.
Quality Kubota machinery and customer care from the heart. Proudly serving Sheridan and the surrounding areas since 1996. Go online to heartlandkubota.com or stop by Heartland Kubota, 2450 Heartland Drive. So, new change to the rodeo this year just kind of happened. It looks like there's going to be some alternate parking and some transportation to get people back and forth.
Yes, and that will actually help us, I think, on Saturday night for the changing of the guard. Down from the C&K, the old C&K building, the lot down there. We will have buses going beginning at 5 o'clock to get people shuttled up to the rodeo itself, and then they will run after the performances as well. But I think that'll help in kind of lessening the traffic up there, and also selfishly for our program to get people up there in time on Saturday. It gives them, they can get up early, do a little shopping, and then come sit and watch our girls.
Perfect. And for those of you that are watching and wondering, this is the public parking downtown for those of us who've been here a long time. It's where the old Cook Ford building was at.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Clarifying.
Yeah, no problem. And so it's right next door to First Northern Bank, and right there on the corner by the new Little Horn State Bank is where that parking's at. So, get down there, you can park, and they will have buses running back and forth to the fairgrounds. And I believe it said, till 2 hours after the rodeo, you can catch the bus back downtown.
Yes.
So then you can enjoy all the downtown festivities.
And there are lots of
Oh
those
my
this year.
goodness. Yes.
So I can't even keep the list straight. So
Yes. So we will see the girls in the parade.
yes, ma'am.
And
All the
you can-
girls will be in the parade. The outgoing court will be horseback. The incoming court will be in the Miss Rodeo Wyoming truck.
Okay. And will they do in the past where the girls were down at the powwow so that there could be some photo opportunities and autographs, that kind
Absolutely.
of thing? Okay.
Be at the boot kickoff and at the powwow.
Okay.
And we'd love to have anyone stop by and have a picture taken and just visit with us.
Well, perfect. Well, Jan, thank you so much for being on with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. And we will have you back again.
Okay.
After the rodeo settles down a little bit.
And I get some sleep.
Yes. And you get started for the next year.
Yes, ma'am.
So-
Thanks so much for having me. I
Yes,
appreciate
thank
it.
you. And thank you to our sponsors, Heartland Kubota and True Built Builders. For more news, sports, and podcasts, check out SheridanMedia.com.